It is not living that matters, but living rightly. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. The hottest love has the coldest end. Mankind is made of two kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. The mind is everything, what you think you become. I decided that it was not wisdom that enabled poets to write their poetry, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, such as you find in seers and prophets who deliver all their sublime messages without knowing in the least what they mean. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. Every action has its pleasures and its price. Not life, but good life, is to be chiefly valued. The right way to begin is to pay attention to the young and make them just as good as possible. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The unexamined life is not worth living. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Falling down is not a failure. Failure comes when you stay where you have fallen. Understanding a question is half an answer. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. Remember that there is nothing stable in human affairs. Therefore, avoid undue elation in prosperity or undue depression in adversity. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. Slanderers do not hurt me, because they do not hit me. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire. The other is to get it. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. I pray Thee, O God, that I may be beautiful within. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. Do not do to others what angers you if done to you by others. The beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Those who are hardest to love need it the most, and the male libido is like being chained to a madman. In my case, the chain broke, and I was the madman. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. If I save my insight, I don't attend to weakness of eyesight. We gain our first measure of intelligence when we first admit our own ignorance. To fear death, gentlemen, is no other than to think oneself wise when one is not, to think one knows what one does not know. No one knows whether death may not be the greatest of all blessings for a man. yet men fear it as if they knew that it is the greatest of evil. Justice, if only we knew what it was. There is no possession more valuable than a good and faithful friend. They are not only idle who do nothing, but they are idle also who might be better employed. Worthless people love only to eat and drink. People of worth eat and drink only to live. An education obtained with money is worse than no education at all. It is better to be at odds with the whole world than, being one, to be at odds with myself. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life ourselves and the world around us. My friend, care for your psyche, of thyself, for once we know ourselves, we may learn how to care for ourselves. We can do nothing without the body. Let us always take care that it is in the best condition to sustain us.